Hi everyone, it's Tasha and welcome to another Wednesday recipe video. And today we are going to be making Hongdou bean, red bean drink, also known as red bean ice. Timestamps are down below and in the description if you want to skip the initial blah blah, but stick around if you want to hear a little bit about what we're making first. This Hong Kong drink is a drink dessert of my childhood, despite the fact that I never went to Hong Kong as a child. In fact, my background is half Chinese Malaysian. But I will tell you why I became obsessed with this drink as a child at the end of this video after we've done the recipe. Long story short, if you grew up in northwest London in the late 80s and the 90s, you'll probably know about this shopping centre I'm going to talk about at the end of this video. But back to red bean drink. It's super simple. It's a base of sweet red beans, crushed or shaved ice, or sometimes it's just full ice blocks, but I like a bit of crushed and shaved. And then a milky topping, which is usually either coconut milk or evaporated milk, sometimes a mixture, sometimes it has condensed milk. I grew up with just coconut milk though, so that's what we're going to make today. So with all that said, let's go to the kitchen and see how it's done. First, we need to soak some red beans. I'm going to measure out 100 grams of dried red beans here. They went everywhere. I always get caught off guard how bouncy they are. And we're just going to fill the bowl with water. Now I'm just going to cover this. Make sure no fluff gets in it. And I'm literally going to leave it to soak overnight. It's the next day and as you can see, the beans have puffed up nicely. You can even see some have split, the skins have split. Now we're going to cook them. First I'm going to get rid of this old water, I'm going to pass this through a sieve and rinse them. Now I'm going to cook them in a rice cooker. Now I'm just going to top this up so that there's water twice the height of the beans. And I'm going to put this on slow cook mode in my rice cooker. A slow cooker is better, pressure cooker even better, but I don't have one of those. You can also just do this on the hob, but you're just going to be boiling it for a few hours. The beans are in my rice cooker. I'm going to close it. Luckily, I have one that has presets. I'm going to choose slow cook, and I'm going to slow cook it for 2 hours. Our beans are done. Let's take a look. Nice. We're not quite done though. We need to cook them a little longer on the hob, and of course we need to add a little sugar. I'm just going to dump the whole lot in here. Now I'm going to add 50 grams of caster sugar. Turn the heat on to medium. And I'm just going to simmer this. And this part's totally optional, most people don't do it. I like to put a little sprinkling of salt in just to bring the flavours out. There we are, that was actually just 20 minutes and we are done. Right, now all we need to do is let this cool down completely. I'm just going to transfer this into a bowl and cover it because we need for it to cool down, otherwise we're going to melt our ice. And now we're ready to crush some ice. You can do it as finely or as coarsely as you like. I like kind of in between for red bean drink. So let's get crushing. Now we're ready to build. Let's start with some red beans. Some crushed ice. And of course some coconut milk. Let's not forget the straw. Just gonna do one for Mr. Tash Cakes too. And a little bit more ice. Isn't this good? Sorry if once again you can hear a car alarm going off, there always seems to be one going outside. Give it a good stir because all the sweetness is down there. Super creamy, just the right amount of sweetness. By all means, if it's not sweet enough for you, do feel free to add a little bit extra sugar or sugar syrup. But this is exactly how I like it, not too sweet. And very filling because remember, beans. My mum used to warn me when I was little, if you order red bean drink, and a dish, you're going to be super full because you're basically having 2 meals. I never listened, never regretted it. Now I get to make it at home. So, this shopping centre. When I grew up in North West London, there was a massive shopping complex called Oriental City. In fact, before that it was called Johan Plaza. Now that's old school. If you're Asian in any shape or form and you grew up around this time in North West London, then you would likely have gone there at some point. And it was made up of a big Asian supermarket, and then there was a big food hall with lots of food stalls around. I remember it was shaped kind of like a big square/circle with all the seating in the middle. And then there was a shopping area with various shops. You could buy clothes, furniture, books. And then right at the end there was a games arcade that was super cool, the Sega arcade. And then upstairs there was like a proper dim sum Hong Kong restaurant. I loved it there. That was actually one of the first places in London full stop that had a place that sold bubble tea, which I got made fun of for drinking because back then it wasn't cool. Now there are bubble tea shops everywhere. And it was home to an Asian community for literally decades. Unfortunately, in 2008, it got aggressively bought out by a development firm. I remember there were so many protests about it. They wanted to build a big B&Q, which is incomparable to what we already had. And also we already had hardware stores along the same Edgware Road. There was a big home base just down there. I'm pretty sure we had a Wickes. No point in demolishing this amazing community spot for a B&Q. But yes, they forced their way in and bought it out, and I will never understand how this happens in business, how a company can aggressively buy something. And then it turned out that they didn't actually have the money to develop the area, only the money to buy it. So that place lay increasingly derelict for almost 10 years. Corporate greed ruins everything once again. And the years went on, it became more and more run down. People would break in and steal the copper wiring, which made it even harder to develop because now you need to spend more money to refit it with all the wiring that's been stolen. So this poor community that had been there for decades had basically been forced out for nothing. It was a disaster. 9 years later, thankfully, it was then turned into Bang Bang Oriental Food Hall, which is still there now, and Loon Fung. At least we have a supermarket there again. Wow, 9 years of absolutely nothing. And it is nice to have Bang Bang and Loon Fung there, but it's a shadow of its former self. It will never be the same, to be honest. But I'll always have my very fond memories of badgering my mum to get me a red bean drink from the food hall. It's also where I got a bootleg copy of Pokemon Yellow before Pokemon Yellow was even released in the UK. Good times. I still have it somewhere. So there you go, red bean drink and the story of how I became obsessed with it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe video, and I hope you will join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full written recipe on my blog tashcakes.com, follow me on Instagram on tashcakes.tastes, and find me on TikTok too. I'm tashcakes there too, but my handle is food in slow motion. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more. Give this video a like if you'd like to help other people find it. Comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular, and I'll see you all next time. Be good, be nice, and have a good week. To Oriental City.